I'm Glenn Miley, and on this adventure, we're going to be going to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, which rests on the border of Tennessee and North Carolina. We're going to be hiking from Clemens Dome down to Fontana Dam. It's going to be a great hike. It's going to be some great views. On day one, we're going to go from Clemens Dome to Siler's Bald Shelter. It's only about 5 miles, pretty easy start. Let's go ahead and get started now. It's morning at the hike-in Fontana. Hike-in. The facilities. These people are going to give us a ride up to Clemens Dome. We're going to get started on our hike. 28 miles down through the Great Smoky Mountains to Clemens Dome, down Hazel Creek to Fontana Lake, and then back and around to Fontana Dam. That'll be a pretty good hike. Really looking forward to this, and it's going to be pretty good. Alright, just started, just got on the trail. Going at Clemens Dome, taking this trail down to the Appalachian Trail. A little chilly. Let's see what the temperature is here. It is about 56, so that's pretty chilly. This is a well-beaten part, right out of the populated area. Get a little further down, it'll be a little less beaten. You can see here some fresh fluff from some wild boar. Looking for some food. Looks like it was fluff just last night even, or even this morning. On the side of the mountain, wild blackberries just growing out here. Wild edibles. A whole bunch of them right here. A little tart. Not bad. Not much juice there. A little tart. Still camera. Alright, here we go. Look at this view. Look at this view. Yards. Absolutely gorgeous. Alright, we only went 0.6 so far, but we made it to the Appalachian Trail. There's the sign. So it's 2.3 miles to Double Springs Gap Shelter, and then about another 1.5 miles, 2 miles to Siler's Bald, which is where we'll be staying tonight. The views up here are fantastic, as you saw. Absolutely fantastic. Let's see if I can get up here. Look at that. Look at these bees. They're in full pollen mode. Look at the size of that fly. We're not at the peak anymore. We're beside it. The state line's right there at the top. So we're in North Carolina, just on the edge of the Tennessee-North Carolina border. Of course, the trail through the park pretty much runs on the state line through the whole park, Tennessee-North Carolina. The Appalachian Trail is a very well-beaten path, but you can still see it's just a narrow little path. A dead tree. Pretty big tree. A couple more. Quite a bit of those dead trees in this park. Don't really know what that's from. But, come across our first bear encounter. There's some bear scat on the trail. Looks like the bear's been eating mostly blackberries. One side of the trail. The other side of the trail. Found a nice place on the trail. Place to lay down, take a break, get something to eat, some beef jerky. I'm going to stay here for about 15 minutes and then I'll get back on it. Some of the wildlife out on the trail. Not quite the Siler's Bald yet, but had to take in some of these views. Absolutely amazing what you get to see out here. Alright, we're coming up on the shelter. So we made it. Siler's Bald shelter is right here. There it is. So there we go. Get my pack off, explore it a little bit. See if we got any other campers tonight. That's it. Siler's Bald shelter. This will be the only shelter we stay in tonight in this trip. Next 2 nights are tent nights. This is the beds. This is the shelter. I'll show you the shelter. Well, let me get my pack off and then I'll show you the shelter. Alright, so I got my pack off. Here's my pack. This I've been carrying it all day. It's about 39 pounds, so that's not too bad. But this is the shelter. I got some nails up here. You can hang your pack while you sleep. You sleep on these wood bunks. You sleep right up on this wood bunk. I'm going to take this spot right here on the left side, top bunk. They all got this little log that you're here. Little fireplace inside. There's a fire ring outside. Okay, over here is where you hang your food. See the bag hanging there? You just winch up your food. All right, I found the spring. Here it is here. Got a little bitty, just a pipe coming out of the side of the mountain. There's water coming out. I'm gonna filter some water. I put my pot down there so it's easier to filter it out of it. Shelter's up there. A little bit of a trek down here. My water bottles empty. Drink all 3 water bottles a day. And my filter. Gonna try that thing out. See how it works. We'll go from there. Alright, boiling the water. In my nifty little burner stove. Gonna be a Mountain House beef stew. Gonna pour that in there. You gotta let it sit for like 5 minutes and then I'll have dinner. There it is. That's my dinner. Not bad. Not bad. Easy to make too. Alright, I'm gonna finish this up. There's a deer right here by the campsite. There's a deer right here. See if I can get closer so you can see him. He's right here between me and the shelter. That's pretty cool. To see a deer that close out in the wild like this. That's pretty cool. Gotta hang up my food. I put it on this garbage bag. Hung it on the loop there. The garbage bag. There's this cable. Pulley. Just pull it down. Lifts it up. And it's hanging. Yep. Got ourselves a little fire going. Pretty nice. Have a little fire. Nice and warm. It's pretty cool out here right now. My sleeping quarters are up here. My sleeping bag, my backpack, and like I said, I got an air mattress right there under my sleeping bag. So it'll be nice and toasty tonight, hopefully, because it's going to be cold. It's going to probably get down to about 40 tonight, so I'm going to need that sleeping bag. So. Alright, all tucked in my sleeping bag. A little more comfortable than last time. My air mattress. But let's see how it feels. A couple hours. So try to get some sleep. Well, that's the end of day one. That was a great hike. Tomorrow we're going to travel from Siler's Bald Shelter down to Campsite 82 on Hazel Creek Trail. We're going to do some fishing on Hazel Creek, and we're going to have a bear encounter. Be sure to tune in. If you like this video, check out the rest of my videos, and be sure to subscribe, comment, and like.